All right, hello everyone. Today is Warcraft 3 Wednesday. At least it is on my channel, and if it is Wednesday for you, then you probably watch my videos rather quickly. Otherwise, it could be any other day of the week. But yes, Warcraft 3 Wednesday. Gonna give you a Warcraft 3 replay or replays. As you guys noticed the G1 in the name, yes, I am going to cast a bit of a series for you guys. You guys have been asking for more Warcraft 3 replays, and it is going to be a very interesting matchup as we have Focus, the Orc player, spawning here on the teal on the left side of Echo Isle. Meanwhile, we have Remind spawning as the pink Night Elf. Night Elf versus Orc, game 1 in a series. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Remind setting up that Ancient of War, and really going to be working on his micro, or really working on that early micro, trying to do a lot of creeping. Now, a lot of players out there, or a lot of people out there who are coming in from StarCraft 2, ask me, why don't I talk about strategy in Warcraft 3 nearly as much? Why don't I talk about counters and you know, tech switches and just all of those little bit of those maneuvers and those tactics that I talk about in StarCraft 2? Well, the reason why I don't really talk about it is there's really not that many tech switches, and there's really not much that is really invented in Warcraft 3. The metagame changes a lot in StarCraft 2, but in Warcraft 3 it almost feels like the best strategies have already been discovered, and it really comes down to execution. What you'll notice is that units almost last forever in Warcraft 3 unless you have like 7 units focus firing down 1 unit. The unit will stay alive for quite some time. Even a peon trying to run away from those all-powerful heroes take about 10 to 15 seconds before they are taken down. So that is important. You now see an archer going to go ahead and aggro those creeps as Remind, making sure to tank as much of that damage. Essentially, Warcraft 3 is another one of those games of seconds, but it also is a game of control and awareness, trying to make sure that your units stay alive as long as possible. In StarCraft 2, it is very easy to say lose anywhere from 20 to 30 food in just a matter of 5 to 10 seconds in a battle. In Warcraft 3, that rarely ever happens, as the amount of hit points on all the units and the DPS on the units are much lower. Also, the spells are not nearly as destructive, which means that you can get in position and try to figure out and try to prolong those battles and see who really will come out on top. We can see the Demon Hunter now coming in over here, and the Demon Hunter being very smart, trying to get some damage onto these units, trying to disrupt the creeping of Focus. Focus now coming back over here, going to deal some damage towards these Troll Trappers, as the Demon Hunter looking to get more damage up and apply it to that Grunt. Every time that Grunt takes damage, that's better for Remind, even if he doesn't kill it. The Blade Master is going to get in one final critical or Windwalk strike there, as the Demon Hunter once again going after that Grunt. 2 grunts though, better than 1, and that Demon Hunter will be forced to back off. There are a couple Wisp also across the map as well. I'm trying to do a bit of decent scouting here. It looks like that Wisp may be able to move in just a moment, as we are seeing a peon patrolling down here, making to see if any sort of creeping action is going to go down on the far side of the map. And now Remind being very careful. I believe Remind was attempting to buy, yes, I think he bought a Circlet of Nobility from the Goblin or the Marketplace, which is normally not done. And also he aggroed the creeps so that the Blade Master will not be able to... Oh no, the Archer is going to get taken down. Down it goes. It tried to Shadow Meld. Not enough, not in time, as that Blade Master has sold his Scroll of Town Portal and picked up some healing salves as well. It looks like he will be buying a Boots of Speed, and then being able to put in a lot of pressure once again. You can see that the Demon Hunter is back over here trying to aggro creeps once again. Not quite sure what Remind is really doing in the long run here, just trying to aggro creeps and then perhaps pull them away. We see that there is a peon down over here, and the Grunts were far enough away that they didn't take any of that aggro damage either. Here we have a peon running away from that Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter is going to be able to take it down, but no, is the peon going to perhaps wake up the creeps? Is not able to, as the peon does get destroyed. And now Remind almost sitting at level 2. You can see now that the Blade Master did Windwalk to the back, attempting to take down this Ogre Magi. The Ogre Magi is currently just fighting, and you can see very nice coming in with Remind. Remind purposely going back in there to try to prevent this. This Ogre Magi drops a very nice item. And because it drops such a nice item, and by dropping such a nice item, excuse me, really Focus wants this item, but Remind just standing right here, and now you're going to see them perhaps both battling it out. Remind is a little bit stuck back here, though. He's unable to get in, and this is a little bit of an issue there, as you can see that the Demon Hunter is back over here, now going after that Ogre Magi. The Ogre Magi does have a bit of mana on him, as that Demon Hunter may get stuck, and it does get taken down. So Focus is going to be able to take down the Ogre Magi, pick up the Scroll of the Beast, perhaps wind walk his way out of here as well. And that is a very, very nice opening coming in from Focus. Focus now taking a very sizable lead, as the Demon Hunter has to be resurrected. We are going into Ancient of Winds and dual Ancient of Winds, so we are going to have Druids of the Talon, as we also have a Beastmaster as well. So it looks like a lot of summons will be joining in on this army, as the Beastmaster looks to perhaps creep out this creep camp down over here. Null Brute and a couple Null Poachers as well, as they are both going to turn around, and now we have two Quill Beasts trying to battle it out. Blade Master back over here. It looks like he may try to pick up a Troll Shadow Priest as well, or perhaps a Troll Berserker, as he now attempts to take on that Geomancer. Though, yes, the Troll Berserker is in play. I don't know if there's a Shadow Priest just quite yet. It doesn't look like it. It looks like just all of these Tunnelers will get taken down. A lot of slow being cast, and also a lot of stun going down, as the Renegade Wizard are going to get focused down as well. You can see that the Demon Hunter has been revived, now sitting at level 2. And so one of the issues that Remind actually got his hero to level 2, and because it was at level 2, it takes a little bit longer to resurrect. Back over here, it looks as though healing salves on those grunts. We are going to be going into a Shadow Hunter already, so Shadow Hunter, and this may be a bit of an issue. Shadow Hunter instead of Druids, instead of a Tauren Chieftain, and without the Tauren Chieftain, those Druids of the Talon, maybe it will get off a lot of damage. There's going to be a very small window of opportunity for Focus to put in a lot of pressure and perhaps destroy many of these production buildings and put damage into the base before the Druids of the Talon get that Master Training. Tree of Eternity already being upgraded. You can see now Adapt Training about 2/3 of the way completed, as you can now also see that the Demon Hunter attempting to come in here and destroy one of these Orc Burrows. A very nice surround. The Orc Burrow will get taken down, and now a second Orc Burrow looks like it will get taken down as well. And Peons trying to repair it. It looks like the Peons may not be able to get it in time. 3 Peons trying to repair. Is it going to be enough? I do not believe so. Another Orc Burrow does get taken down. So Focus now upside down on food, 40 over 20. Beastmaster in a bit of trouble right now. The Staff of Preservation on the Beastmaster. Scroll of Town Portal may be used. No, transferred it. Staff of Preservation, nicely done. And that is where that micro really comes in play. Transferring the Staff of Preservation to the Beastmaster, saving the Scroll of Town Portal, and denying experience. All very, very nicely done, as we now see Remind attempting to get more Druids of the Talon. There's that Master Training that is now being started. 27 over 50 food. A lot more Druids of the Talon need to be added, as now the Shadow Hunter attempting to creep up as quickly as possible. This may be a bit of an issue, as I mentioned, as Focus does not have a Tauren Chieftain in order to get Shockwave. We are going to see that Ogre Magi get taken down. We did get, I believe, a Gloves of Haste or a Scroll of Healing. Not quite sure what the item was from that one Ogre Magi, as we are also getting a Spirit Walker. That Spirit Walker going to be very critical and key and important. Oh, there is one Druid of the... the Blade Master was Dust of Appearance revealed, and now Fairy Fire cast to reveal him, also reducing the armor. Those... Spirit Walkers are going to be very important to cast Disenchant to try and make sure that Cyclone and Fairy Fire are removed. The problem is that one ability does cost a lot to cast, so that is going to be a bit of an issue there. Let me quit that. All right, anyways, back over here, you can now see a Beastmaster and that Demon Hunter attempting to push in once again. There are going to be a couple Druids of the Talon now coming in right behind, attempting to take down the Orc Burrows. The Orc Burrows are heavy armor, so they do take additional damage from the magic attacks of the Druids of the Talon. 150 damage, 18 damage per attack there, as they are now trying to push in, and now a Cyclone and a Pocket Factory coming in. So nicely done. That Pocket Factory gonna cast in a lot, and the Pocket Factory does need to get focused down to make sure that those Clockwork Goblins do not get even more damage. more things to get in the way of other units, and it looks like another Orc Burrow will fall, as Focus is now going to be very, very dangerously, once again, upside down on food, 40/20. Another round of Cyclone in the air. Remind now using a Scroll of Town Portal, a very, very nice, timely attack in order to pull away. Perhaps get re-healed up, recharge, and then I believe it is going to be a rinse and repeat coming in from Remind. Remind wants to push in a little bit more damage, or no, it is now going to take this opportunity to creep, actually. So the Beastmaster sitting at level 1 and the Demon Hunter sitting at level 2. We should also see this Goblin Tinker at level 1. I believe that the Beastmaster may get level 2. I'm not quite sure. Split between 3 heroes, it may not be enough experience for the Beastmaster and the Goblin Tinker. No, I take it back. The Beastmaster will get it. The Goblin Tinker will be very close as Lightning Shield. Oh, there you go. Using the Falcon form, or not, or Beast form. Oh my gosh, what is that? I forgot the name of the ability. Wow, something that you don't see very, very often. Essentially, the Druid of the Talon turns into a bird that is good as anti-air, but it cannot cast. It is similar to a bear, except not a bear. Instead of Druid of the Claw. Anyways, we have Spirit Walkers now pushing out once more. Blade Master sitting at level 3, as we are now seeing that Focus is finally even on food. Once again, sitting at 40/40, as a lot of damage has been dealt. Just trying to rebuild these burrows and repair these burrows and keep them up and running. Now, the Orc army is backing off. No sides are trying to expand at all. It looks like Remind just wants to creep up and do that as effectively as possible. And now we are getting another Claws of Attack +6. So the Demon Hunter plus 19 attack, dealing a lot of damage per attack there. Meanwhile, the Blade Master also doing a little bit of creeping, and it is a Ring of Protection +2, an item which will most likely just be sold by Focus. Focus perhaps hoping for a Claws of Attack or a Circlet of Nobility. We can see that there is a Hawk also on the lookout, trying to find where exactly that Blade Master is. The Blade Master is not following. There's a decent number of Druids of the Talon and also a Fairy Dragon as well. That Fairy Dragon will be able to go into that Mana Flare form and perhaps deal a lot of damage to those Spirit Walkers, and also drain some of that mana, as we can now see a battle now going to be coming into play. It looks like, no, it is now going to be a Cyclone onto this one Blade Master. Blade Master is going to be in a bit of trouble, may try to wind walk its way through, does get mana burned as well, and then picked up once more. This is not good news. The Blade Master, dangerously low on mana as well, will not be able to get another wind walk away. Now backing off, Shadow Hunter is sitting at level 3. We can see a Tree of Life now being built over here, so Remind will be able to get a very strong economy up and running in just a moment, as he can just try to siege his opponent's base and choke him to death. Blade Master quickly coming in, and oh, no detonation on the Wisp. The Wisp are meant to try to come in and perhaps detonate onto those Spirit Walkers, removing the Spirit Link, and on top of that, denying some mana. You can see now we are going to get a quick ensnare. There is that detonation, denying some of that mana there, as the Pocket Factory now bringing out those Clockwork Goblins. They're just simply holding position off over here, not quite sure what they're doing. They could start to explode and deal more damage still. As you can see, damage is being dealt. Another Cyclone. There is the Fairy Dragon in Mana Flare form. And if any sides cast, or excuse me, if the Orc side casts any spells, they will take a lot more damage indeed. And the Clockwork, or the Pocket Factory, still just training up a lot of Goblins and dealing a lot of damage to this one Altar of Storms. And the Orc Burrows may even start to take some damage as well, as Remind simply just holding off in this position. We are going to get a quick ensnare onto that Fairy Dragon. It looks like the Mana Flare is about to come to an end, going to go back into the air, and we'll see what these Fairy Dragons really want to do. Now, taking a look back at Focus, Focus is sitting at, I believe, a 56/60 food army. Meanwhile, Remind sitting at 49/60. So this engagement, Remind would be behind on food, as a Quill Beast does get ensnared, and it looks like the Blade Master will be able to get a little bit more experience, but not really be able to level up at all. Back over here, the Demon Hunter sitting at level 3, Beastmaster sitting at level 2, Goblin Tinker still sitting at level 1. Blade Master on the move still. It looks as though this Ancient of War and this Tree of Life will be able to complete, and Focus buying another Claws of Attack +6. So this Blade Master now dealing 17 damage, having a lot of very powerful items, Boots of Speed, Claws of Attack, all of those Power 6, able to deal so much damage on that Blade Master, who critical strikes for probably somewhere in the 150 range. Blade Master continuing to take down this Ancient of War. Ancient of War will get destroyed rather easily. No, it is going to be deciding to back off as a Scroll of Town Portal now comes in. Ancient of War wants to back away, perhaps eat a couple trees and regenerate. A couple of Bat Riders also being trained as well, so Bat Riders perhaps there to try to counter the Fairy Dragons. As Raiders, Spirit Walkers, Troll Berserkers, Grunts are now making their way south. This one Tree of Life will be trying to turn around and trying to fight back. It looks like the Raiders will be able to come in and deal a lot more damage once again, but Remind does have a second Ancient of War over as well, and it is dealing a fair amount of damage to these Raiders. Raiders have normal armor, so they are taking a lot of damage from this Tree of Life and this Ancient of War. Tree of Life will get taken down, so no gold for Remind at all. But now in comes a push into the main base. Beastmaster, oh, very nice, quick end justify the means by the Bat Riders, as now we are going to see Remind come in with a bunch of Druids of the Talon in the backside of the base there. The Spirit, the Tinker now taken down. The Pocket Factory is going to get focused down as well. But this is really deep inside the base. It's going to be very difficult to focus down onto these Druids of the Talon, as units are not able to get back. There's more Healing Wave being cast as well. Disenchant, Blade Master once again lifted into the air. Demon Hunter does have a potion of healing, but he is quickly hexed. Will he be able to use the potion in time? Yes, he is able to use it in time, but still a lot of damage to be had. And oh, a nice Staff of Preservation saving him, as the Beastmaster realizes that he cannot stick in this battle and is forced to come out. And now Focus sitting at 53 over 50. One Grunt was quickly destroyed to get back out of that tax, no longer in upkeep and able to mine gold pretty effectively. Back over here, you can see that the Demon Hunter dropping its Circlets of Nobility, picking up a potion of healing, and now will be ready for another push. The Goblin Tinker has come back as well, using a Clarity Potion. We definitely need to see level 2 on that Goblin Tinker to increase the speed at which those Clockwork Goblins come out. Ogre Magi will get taken down, giving level 4 to the Shadow Hunter. And level 4 on that Shadow Hunter means that we are going to have level 2 Hex. Hex lasting even longer, which would have spelled most certain doom for Remind if Remind was not able to use that potion earlier. Ancient of War down to 68 hit points as well. Most likely it should uproot itself and try to eat a couple more trees. Blade Master over here may finish it off and be able to get to level 4, and that would be a very, very bad play. Focus now seeing that level 4, and Remind having to do a 2 level 4 heroes. Remind see that level 3, level 2, and level 1. Quickly picking up that Gigantuan Sea Turtle, or Gargantuan Sea Turtle, excuse me, as now those Druids of the Talon are trying to run away. It looks like the Beastmaster will be absorbing a lot of that damage, as the Blade Master now coming in and will be able to destroy this Ancient of Wonders. Raiders also pushing in as well. It looks like this one Ancient of Wonders will get destroyed in a matter of seconds, but a Scroll of Town Portal coming back in from Remind, as Cluster Rockets being trained. So wow, Cluster Rockets for some stunning instead of the other ability, which I believe. Wow, I can't believe I forgot what the names of all the abilities are. It's the ability that increases the rate at which Clockwork Goblins come out, and also I believe increases the damage or the attack rate on the Tinker. Anyways, making its way out, you can see there are currently a lot of Raiders and a lot of Raiders and a lot of Spirit Walkers there. The Spirit Walkers really there to just try to cancel out all of those Druids of the Talon. The Druids of the Talon, however, have a lot of mana, as we are now quickly getting in a snare. Mana Flare form now coming into play as well. Mana Burn, and now Potion of Lesser Invulnerability on both sides, as both sides doing a lot of damage. Now Cyclone being cast as well. More Disenchant, as a Fairy Dragon does get destroyed. It looks like this Blade Master is still up in the air. Down goes another Raider. Blade Master is able to wind walk his way through, as there are 2 units in the air right now. That Goblin Tinker in a little bit of a dangerous situation, as the Demon Hunter gets taken down at level 3. A horrible loss there. No Scroll of Healing coming in from Remind for some strange reason, Beastmaster also had a scroll of healing as well, and Remind is not doing all too well in this engagement. Needs to be really careful. This Pocket Factory may get destroyed in time. Yes, it does get destroyed, giving a little bit of experience, as we now see the Goblin Tinker still sitting at level 2, once again trying to get that Clarity Potion off, and really needs a lot more hit points in order to survive this next battle. In comes another Cyclone, more goblins coming out as well. It looks like those Clockwork goblins are going to deal even more damage, perhaps try to explode. It looks like also this Ancient of Wonders will be destroyed. Continuing to battle it out, the Grunt will be able to take it down over here. Demon Hunter, I do not believe has been resurrected. No, resurrected back over here from the tavern. So resurrected back to the tavern, and he is rather low on hit points. You can now see that the Demon Hunter now trying to engage back over here. It's going to be a very long battle with Tinker and also the Beastmaster. Both of them are low on hit points. Blademaster disenchant. Beastmaster is in a little bit of trouble trying to stay alive, now fighting in front, and now a quick stun, but the Beastmaster still having some difficulties now running down over here. It does get destroyed and taken down. Focus taking down the Beastmaster at level 3, and now perhaps going to regroup once again. The Pocket Factory causing a little bit of issues on that Blademaster. A quick detonation as well. Where is that Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter is now down on the low ground as that Blademaster is in trouble. Not enough mana in order to win walk away, and now Focus loses the Blademaster at level 4. So some very critical and clutch Cyclones takes down that Blademaster, and now you see Cluster Rockets being trained once again by the Tinker, so of even longer duration, as we now see the Blademaster has been resurrected back at the tavern. Demon Hunter is in a little bit of trouble here. Potion of Healing is down as well. Pocket Factory now training up more units and now attempting to take down the Bat Rider. Bat Rider does get destroyed. Blademaster, both sides once again fighting, and now another disenchant. In comes the stun. Demon Hunter down to 193 hit points. Now needs to pull away. Will it be able to barely escape? Yes, at 38 hit points. As the Tinker sitting at level 3, being the beefy hero that he is with 3 potions of healing. Perhaps going to transfer one to that Demon Hunter in just a moment. Has to be very careful. The Shadow Hunter dangerously low on hit points. Gets taken down by a mana burn. And I believe after this crazy battle, Focus is going to have to say GG, as he has lost both of his heroes. And there is the GG. Remind taking game 1 in a very close matchup here on Echo Isle. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.